Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Who you gonna call? Coon Busters. Hey, this is Dr. Randy Short. It's January 30th. It's 1:45 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, 2019. Before I go to sleep, because folks are annoying me, harassing me, and yes, I'm not even trying to deal with this hair. I don't give a damn. It's not like I'm Maxine Waters or anything like that, so just deal with it. But folks are bugging me, asking me my opinion about a show I've never watched called Empire. I know, shoot, folk were, there's so much free porn and everything else. Nobody needs to watch Empire to get the plot. The plot is that men are screwing each other when they should be screwing women. But that's a whole nother different conversation. I'm not here to debate that. If you think that an anus is better than a vagina, you've got a major problem. And if a woman thinks that a man can't take care of what she's got better than a woman, that's also a problem. It may be your preference, but it doesn't mean that your preference is anatomically, spiritually, or emotionally correct. Speaking of that, I got to talk about this dude. What's his face? Smollett. He's the one. This thing is a hoax, okay? Hoax. It's a hoax, okay? You came from New York, 2 a.m. You wanted to have sex with a man, okay? You're gay, you're openly gay. You went on the Ellen DeGenerate show to tell everybody that you were available to have sex with other men. You're on TV promoting and trying to draw other people into the sex that you have. You come in from New York and Chicago, a city you probably obviously don't know too well. That's why you got your ass kicked. And you're embarrassed because you can't tell the world. It's not a bad looking man. I'm certain when you have money and a little bit of fame, there are people that will go to bed with you. But there's some people who can't. They are deviant. They can't form relationships with people and have sex. They need to do dangerous stuff. They need to go out and look for strangers. And this little coon-ass gay black dude went out looking for some white dick at 2 a.m. and got his ass beat. As it says, when you trick for dick, you get your ass kicked. Okay? Stop talking about racism. I'm sick and tired of punk ass, hypocritical ass, phony ass, black sodomites who never stand up for black issues. Everything is about sex and who they're going to screw next and how they subvert the family and everything that matters. Then when somebody hurts their ass, when they get fucked up, when they get dogged, then they're going to try to pull out this racial banner. How hard is it to talk about race now? You try to talk about race, you get jumped by Black Lives Matter and everyone else, and you end up on a gay agenda trying to deal with a black issue. In fact, look at how all these people came out for this sissy, for this man who admits, I screw men. I like having sex with men and I'm not married, right? He gets ribs broken. I think that's awful on one level. But on another level, where's the concern over Edward Buck, this white serial sodomite murderer of black men who kills gay black men, and not a goddamn thing is being done about it? There's more concern over an openly gay homosexual sodomite icon who's luring more young black men and women into this thing that is dangerous with complications. Then he gets his ass beat and he breaks the racial fire alarm. That is a goddamn disgrace. I'm pissed. Had they killed him, then in Chicago, they would have covered it up. They don't hang people in Chicago. He's not telling the truth. He probably wanted to have a threesome with those white dudes, and they got rough and they beat his ass. The fact is, if this had really been a crime, why didn't they take his money? Why didn't they take his jewelry? See all these black men that like swirling? They want to do sodomite swirling. They want to be with the white man. They want to be like Don Lemon. They want to do all that kind of stuff. Some of these white men, they may like your penis, but they hate you. They hate your race. And they would just as soon beat your ass, abuse you, pee on you, and keep moving. That's what happens. All of this celebration of gayness without ever talking about any downsides. It's only up. Everything is perfect in gayness. There are no problems. Every time the gay people don't have erectile dysfunction. Gay people don't have homelessness. Gay people aren't jobless. Gay people are smart. Gay people are geniuses. Gay people are all of that. They make it seem as if gay people are superior, angelic people instead of human beings who have sex that is uncommonly done. There are going to be more black men, and I'm just saying this, that are stupid, that have to do all kinds of reckless stuff. They're going to get killed, and in greater and greater numbers. There was a white man with the last name Dominique. He killed about 22 black men after raping them. You never hear about it. Black men, I call them slimbos instead of bimbos. Black men have become, in particular, black sodomite men have become the new whores that are disposable. They will be killed. They will be mutilated. Their organs, all kinds of stuff. These white boys are going to tear y'all shit up. And then if you mess with the black men, you're going to be like the Georgia area, the state of Georgia, where maybe 300,000 black folks have HIV and AIDS. I lived through the 80s and the 90s. I saw lots of people die. Lots and lots and lots and lots of people die. People I cared about, people I went to school with, people I went to church with, people in the family. And to see all this happen again, damn it, niggas, are you on a treadmill of immorality that you don't figure out that you can't do whatever you want? You can't screw everyone you want. And God forbid, if you're going to sleep with the enemy, accept the consequences. You might get beat. You might get called nigger. They might chain you up. They may inject you with something. They may treat you like the animal that they perceive you to be. A whole lot of lion-ass, traitor, black gays in our community who think because they're not having heterosexual sex, they're not trying to make black babies or a black nation or a black family, that somehow they can integrate, they can cross over. Yeah, you're going to cross over into death like they do in Ed Buck's basement. It's a hoax. I don't buy it. It's amazing. These same people didn't come to Tawana Brawley's defense. They didn't come to to Sandra Bland's defense. These same people have not come to the defense of black victims. Laquan McDonald didn't get this kind of help. Once again, they're saying that blacks who are homosexuals, black sodomites, are superior to other black people. They matter more. You wonder why so many people are claiming to be gay. It seems as if it's a path to success. It's not true. This gay thing is going to come with major consequence. A whole lot of black folks are going to die. I guess necessary losses. You can't talk to people. You can't warn them. You can't say anything. All across this country, these white sissies, these white gay radical eugenicists that know that if everybody's gay, our numbers will go down, we'll die off, okay? When this happens, they're saying that you can't talk to people, so you can't do conversion therapy. You can't talk to. I do it all the time on Facebook. I talk to gay folks all the time and warn them about stuff that they don't know, how dangerous anal sex is, that there's throat cancer, there's anal cancer, there's all kinds of stuff out here killing people. But all they do is tell people how wonderful it is, how great it is, there's no consequence, when yet anyone with any halfway decent sense of decency understands that if you get into that lifestyle, it can take 20 to 30 years off your life span. There are lots of diseases. The health for gay folks is worse than any other demographic. This is according to the CDC. They don't tell people because they want to see people die. For all of the gay folk out there that are offended because I said something that you don't like the way I said it, fuck you. Because this is what you're into. And nobody cares enough to warn you that there's danger and there's serial killers. And I'll tell you something. When you're all out there looking for people and strangers, hooking and crooking and trading and tricking, when folks kill you, if it's some illegal aliens, whatever, no one's going to know where you went. And no one's going to care if you've alienated and estranged your family. You know, almost 7 out of 10 folks who get killed that are these so-called, well, basically drag queens, because there's no such thing as a transsexual. Your DNA is always going to be what it was. If it's XX or XY, you were born and you'll die with it. Black drag queens are basically 7 out of 10 people killed. Out of the drag queens, 70%. You see any movement to stop that? You see the white gay allies that they boast about, that they go to come and attack us if we're taking a strong black nationalist stand for our community or for our churches or for anything? Hell to the no. You may not like it, but if you're black and you're gay, you're a traitor if you put your sexuality ahead of your people. It's just plain no. Same thing, if you put your Greek letter ahead of black folks, you're a traitor. If you put your church denomination, you're a traitor. If you put your class or your light skin or whatever it is ahead of the betterment of the group as a collective, you're a traitor. This thing is a hoax. It's going to be found out. He's going to be a disgrace. I hope they pull Empire off the air. Lee Daniels, you know what? It used to be when folk got AIDS, they died, and you didn't have to see them anymore. I'm not going to wish that on anybody because it hurt me to see my friends die. But you know what? Something is out there. That new anal cancer that kills in 2 years, if Lee Daniels suddenly gets sick and disappears, it's because he had cancer up his behind or something like that. For all the people that they've misguided and lied to and told people that there's no suicide, there's no drug addiction, there's no depression, there's no abandonment, there's no suffering in the gay lifestyle. They've led a whole lot of people down a garden path to their destruction and hell in the afterlife. Yes, I said it. Judging anybody? Hell yes, I can judge that. When you're a star with money, you could have called and had someone come and screw you wherever you were staying. It's because you've lost your mind when you're out in the strange town looking for strangers to screw with all these diseases out here. And they want us to think he's a role model. I guess we should call and congratulate him for being out. You know what? I don't have children, but if I did, I would not want my children out, my son or daughter, even when they're of an age to consent to have sex, looking for someone, a stranger, to have sex with at 2 a.m. He got his ass beat. That goes with that lifestyle. Talk to any honest gay person, they'll tell you that they'll go back with them and someone will do something very cruel to them. By the way, I'm not celebrating that. I think that's awful. It would be nice if the compassion that some of us feel for us as a collective was reciprocated by these rogue, out of control sexuality creeps, straight, bi, and otherwise. We don't need the diseases. We don't need the suicides. We don't need the health disparities. We don't need the confusion. We don't need the mental illness. We don't need the lies. And we don't need a bullshit cover-up. So Smollett, come out and face it. You wanted to probably go down, wanted to get your knees dirty, probably suck on some white guys or whatever, and they dealt with you like you're a common street nigger, which in many ways you are if you're out 2 a.m. looking for someone. Yeah, you went Subway. Yeah, to get a foot long. That was code language. Sub, under, someone's trying to go under or go down. I don't buy it. It's a hoax. It's a hoax, y'all. It's fake. He can't admit it. I mean, it would look really bad. It's like, what's his name? The white dude, George Michael. I mean, the man was so lost in his gayness, he's in bathrooms looking for people to have odd sex with. These are people taking poppers, which is what caused him to die. They won't tell you. Taking these pills to loosen up his anus so someone can put a fist or something up there. This is insane. This isn't healthy. This is dangerous. This is degenerate. It's sin. Yes, it's sin. Love your brothers, like your sisters, but understand, only a woman can complete a man, and only a man can complete a woman. Your male friends can compliment you. Affection of the same sex, as long as it's not over the top, not a bad thing. However, the minute you start trying to substitute a man for what a woman does, or a woman for what a man does, you're going to have problems. There's something mentally off. Same thing for Rock Hudson, a whole bunch of these other stars, people who've died. Nice looking people, lots of money, but they're lonely. They're empty. And they get bored. Need to see a different dick every other day, or need to see some new carpet. You know how you change carpet in the house. I guess you do it in the lesbian lifestyle. Whatever it is, it's shallow. It's empty. Folks are hurting, and I don't want people to hurt, but they got to come out of that. And there are going to be a lot of black people to commit suicide, a lot of black folks to get all these diseases. They're going to die. There's going to be no health support for them. They've lured all those little dumbass black folks who thought, because they saw it on TV, that there would be some emergency room or some special fund to provide care for them. It's not true. They're going to let y'all die. Black homosexuals, black gays, there's no help. There's no love for y'all outside of people who would dare to tell you the truth, that care enough to tell you that if you mess around with fire, you will be burned. If you sleep with people that you don't know, if you're out here messing with all these diseases, autoimmune type stuff, people they don't even have any cures for, you are messing with your own life. Maybe you don't want to live. Maybe you want to be in Ed Buck's dungeon, like the boy who said he couldn't live anymore. Why did the black boy who was in want to be injected with liquid meth and feel like his life is over, and all these black men running after white men and black women running after white women and running after each other? This is confusion, people. There are going to be more hoaxes, more lies. And the biggest hoax of all is that people are happy. If you were really happy, you would have been able to find someone to be with, Mr. Smollett. And you're the Pied Piper to AIDS and death to our young men and women. And I don't like you. I'm glad they didn't kill you. But then again, had they killed you, maybe your life would have been a lesson to other people that you have no business doing this stuff. And you have no business, like all the other little dirty rappers and people, pushing this toxic, satanic, Luciferian poison in our community. We need some people to teach us about economics, about family, about real spirituality, about real brothers. I mean, having real male friends that aren't looking at you like you're a rotisserie that needs to get poked. Okay, I don't want to be anybody's shish kebab. That's not attractive to me. It's not healthy. Somebody needs to tell people about septicemia and parasites. They got parasites and super bacteria that can eat off body limbs and kill people in hospitals. This stuff is happening, and you're going to see a lot of black people die. But in the interim, they're going to make heroes out of deviants, heroes out of people tricking and cruising and trolling for dick in the middle of the night. And when something goes bad, oh, you got some weird, bro, because you were trying to suck some white dick. We're going to help you. Little punk ass Cory Booker and all the other people are going to come and endorse in the same way Obama. Remember, Obama would call and congratulate everybody that came out. Have any of these people reached out to black mothers whose children have been murdered by the cops, or reach out to black homeless in this Arctic vortex where this super cold weather's going on? Is anyone reaching out to the churches or to the families who can't afford their water bill, or folks whose homes have been foreclosed on, or whatever? But they can call for this bullshit. It's a hoax, y'all. It's a hoax. Pretty soon they're going to have a gay too, or me, or she too, for people looking for sex. So if you have a hard time, come on, y'all, help me out here. Y'all need to spread this news that dude's lying. He's lying. He should just come out and tell the truth that he wanted to have some sex with some white man, and he got his ass beat. And he's going to try to drag all black people into this and make it a racial thing, when in reality, it's a fag thing. You went out and you got your ass beat wanting to suck on the enemy, okay? You want to suck a white man's penis, and a whole lot of sisters out here want to date. When you swirl, you get unfurled. When you mess with people that you don't know, when you're living a dirty lifestyle, you're living an immoral lifestyle, you're living a hedonistic lifestyle, there's a consequence. It's fact. You don't like Bible? Bible's right. It's truly. So, I'm not really thinking, I'm going to go to sleep now, but it's a hoax. Y'all mark my words, it's going to come out. It's a hoax, y'all. He's lying. He's going to have to apologize. The white folks are going to get mad. They're going to expose him. This is going to really put a dent in his career. He already has a dent in his ass. Okay. I'm sorry, that slipped. I'll talk to y'all later. Good night. Who you going to call coon busters? It's a hoax. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. A hoax for a hoe. Stop swirling. Stop tricking.